Are you struggling with addiction? Most guys are. Addicted to bad habits. Whether it's video games, thing, or using drugs, they just can't stop. But the worst part? They never admit it. Instead, they cope. They rationalize. Thing is healthy, bro. You should try it, or else you'll get testicular cancer. Video games are good, bro. They improve concentration and teamwork. Pathetic. This is spiritual castration masquerading as modern advice. The best men don't lie to themselves. They are brutally honest. They admit their weaknesses and confront the shadows within. Because that's where the war begins, not outside, but inside. Addiction is not just a bad habit, it's spiritual bondage. Maybe you've tried breaking your addictions. You've listened to all the soft advice out there, but you keep relapsing. Why? Because most advice is designed for NPCs. It sounds good on paper, but it doesn't work in the real war zone. This video? This is the only one you'll need. We're not giving you band-aids. We're handing you swords. We will go over 5 nuclear ways to obliterate any addiction. This isn't therapy. This is soul surgery. Number 1. Cultivate hatred. Most people will tell you to distract yourself, to slowly quit, to follow a morning routine. That's like throwing pebbles at a dragon. You need fire. You need holy rage. Not just discipline, destruction. The first step to breaking addiction isn't to avoid it. It's to hate it. Deeply, spiritually, viscerally. The people who give you robotic advice don't understand this. Addiction is emotional. It is ancient. It is demonic. Loneliness, boredom, rejection, shame. These are gateways, and demons walk through them. We don't choose to be addicted. We choose to deny our pain. And so the chains get tighter. No one will tell you this, but the nuclear weapon against addiction is hatred. The same way Christ flipped tables in the temple, there are moments when righteous wrath is the most holy thing you can embody. Write down every vile consequence your addiction brings. Write down how it steals your masculinity, how it makes you a weak father, how it murders your dopamine and leaves you hollow. Go darker. Go into hell if you must, because that's where your enemy lives. When you program your subconscious to see your addiction as the enemy, your mind begins to revolt. Even when temptation sneaks up behind you, your soul fights back automatically. But listen, every addiction has a spiritual root. Thing, often tied to loneliness. Gambling, usually greed. Alcohol, emotional escape. Hatred is the first nuke you launch. But if you don't find the demon behind the door, you'll trade one addiction for another. Number 2, purpose. When a man lacks purpose, he doesn't become neutral, he decays. And that rot smells like addiction. He'll finger scroll, fap, drink, play meaningless games. Not because he's weak, but because his spirit is unfocused. Purpose is divine armor. You think Elon Musk is jerking off 5 times a day? You think a UFC fighter aiming for the title is playing Fortnite until 3 a.m.? Purpose makes pleasure look pathetic. When your soul is called by a mission, you physically reject anything that slows you down. But I didn't put purpose at number 1 for a reason. It's easier to cultivate hatred than to find your life mission. Purpose takes time, revelation, and stillness. But once you find it, it's nuclear. Number 3, do nothing. Yes, do absolutely nothing. We are trained to chase pleasure or productivity. Always scrolling, always doing. But stillness is where you find strength. I'm not talking about sleeping in bed or watching YouTube. I mean deliberate silence. Just sit. Feel the discomfort. Let it punch you in the face. Because boredom is the door most men walk through into addiction. Train yourself to do nothing, and you remove addiction's favorite hiding spot. And guess what? When you sit in stillness, that's where your purpose whispers to you. That's where you feel God's voice. The burning bush didn't speak while Moses was scrolling. He was alone on the mountain. Number 4. Fight dirty. Willpower, that's your last resort. Willpower is a wet match in a hurricane. You don't fight temptation fair. You sabotage it. You assassinate it. Stop hanging with the stoners. Don't take your phone to bed. Unplug the internet. Burn the bridge to temptation. You must create a battlefield where the enemy can't even pick up a sword. This is what it means to be a strategist. You don't fight addiction with honor. You fight it with intelligence. Starve the enemy before it even shows up. Make your environment a fortress. You don't bring chocolate into a fat man's house. Why bring temptation into yours? Number 5. Move. Motion is spiritual warfare. A still body invites depression. A lazy body welcomes addiction. But movement is divine. David danced before the Lord. Jesus walked miles to heal one man. You can't fap while doing burpees. You can't light a joint mid-sprint. You can't binge porn in the middle of a deadlift. Movement releases endorphins, clears the mind, and smashes the fog. Your body was built to move, and movement flushes the poison out. If you want to level up your life, start by breaking your chains. Chains of fing, chains of porn, chains of drugs, chains of comfort, because your mission won't wait, and your potential is being held hostage. Use hate, find purpose, embrace stillness, sabotage temptation, and move like your soul depends on it, because it does. This isn't motivation. This is war. Hit like, subscribe. Join the army of men who are done being slaves. Until next time, stay sharp, stay spiritual, stay nuclear. Get the Sigma Code book now, because while others chase, you build. While others beg, you conquer. While others simp, you rule. Become the man you were born to be. Comment Sigma, and I will DM you the link to check out now. Like this content? Then do the Sigma thing. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next wake-up call. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Iron sharpens iron. And smash that like button like a man who knows his worth. This is Brave Minds, where the truth hits harder than your ex's regrets. Until next time, stay sharp, stay sovereign, and never simp. Stay Putin.